Hello everybody and welcome to a project part 4. Um, Here we have Heimerdinger, the Revered Inventor. Here we go. Now it's done weirding out on me. um, I asked at the end of the last video that people go ahead and comment on which skin they wanted me to use. So either nobody watched the last video to the end, entirely possible, or nobody had a preference, also entirely possible. So I simply chose the game that was the shortest out of the games that I ran, and that was Piltover Customs, and thus we have Piltover Customs. I play Heimerdinger. I take his turrets first, so that I can lay a death trap. Which means I am of no help to my team prior to the beginning of the laning phase. You know, if a jungler needs a leash, or there's an invade or something, I'm not there. I'm in mid, setting up my death trap. First purchases I took 2 health pots, Doran's Ring, and the Warding Totem. Some of the later games that I played, I took mana pots instead of the health potions, because I found I didn't need the health potions quite as often as I thought, and that the mana potions come in really handy for extra poking potential. Bear and Flash, generic spells for me. I use them pretty much in everything. I like the big defensive bubble from Bear and the escape from Flash. I found that, unfortunately, unless you time your flashes just right over walls and stuff, they're really not that helpful. Because everybody takes it now. Flash is like the default spell. Everybody takes it. If you look, everybody took it, except for Nausicaa and Rengar. They took Ghost. Well, actually, it looks like Lulu didn't either. Lulu took Teleport. He likes to take Teleport. That's my buddy, Adam. We play early in the morning. He likes to take Teleport. That's fine, you know, it's his call. And here, Heimerdinger is an early game monster. His level 1 potential is insane. If he can set up the death trap and lure someone into it. Luring someone into it, on the other hand, is the hard part. Level 2, I take the missiles. Missiles are where your poke's at. See? Poke, poke. I say that he's an early game monster and not a game monster in general, because his abilities don't scale that well, really. I think his missiles have like a third of his AP ratio, something like that. The more missiles somebody gets hit with, the less damage they take from the missiles in total. So, you know, if they get hit with all 4 missiles, the first one did full damage, but everyone after that took less, and it's unfortunate. Level 3 took another point in it's all about staying in there. Heimerdinger gets mad farm from his turrets. He really does. Level 4, Faith Grenades. The grenades are a targeted AoE damage. If you get the smaller reticule of it hits something, it gets stunned, as you saw with that minion. That minion got stunned. Ari did not. His turrets are extremely potent. They do damage rather fast. You know, they're firing rather quickly, based on his AP. And then the second bar, you can see under their health bar, is their charge bar, where they fire the beam that pierces and does even bigger damage, which is nice. See, there it is. Beams. Just farming through. Yeah, CS is at the bottom. You see, I've got top CS so far. 26, 27. We're at 5 minutes. I think the maximum you can have at 10 minutes, I think, is like 86. Somewhere in there, I think. Somebody did the math once, I don't remember their diagram. Level 5, another point in turrets. I can now house 2 turret kits at once. I'm just nesting down in mid. That's all I'll do the entire game, is I'll just keep nesting down. And I'll slowly build my nest forward. Slowly encroach upon the inhibitor and the nexus with my nest. Boom! Got Ari that time. I'm really not that good with those grenades. They move rather slow. I do, on the other hand, tend to tag people with my missiles. When you're playing as Heimerdinger, you can't see it here. I don't know why. It kind of bugs me. You can see your turret's maximum range. There will be a ring around them that'll tell you their maximum range. And it stays there. It's not just when you place it, it's always there. And because it's always there, is you can set up what I like to call the trifecta, is where there's a kill zone in between the 3 turrets, where all 3 of them overlap, and you can just kind of chill there and try and lure people into that spot. And if they just get really, really messed up by the turrets. His ultimate upgrade magnifies his other abilities when you use it. You get a magnified version of his other abilities. You get a super turret, does more damage, it's bigger, lasts longer, charges faster. Or no, it doesn't last longer. It's more health, charges faster, does more damage, and its attack's slow, which, carries over from his old ultimate before his rework. Here we go. Pain for Ari, followed by pain for me, because Skarner slipped in behind me and I didn't see him. When it's used on the missiles, instead of firing 1 wave of 4 missiles, he fires 4 waves of 4 missiles, doing the same amount of damage they normally would, but, there's 4 times as many of them. And it's interesting, they come out in waves, so you can be moving and they'll still be firing, so if you're chasing somebody down, you can use it, and it wastes them entirely. It's huge, huge burst damage. And the grenades go out, and it does a 3 bounce in a line, so you can stun more things with it, and of course do more damage with it. Level 7, picked another point, turret. Still can only house 2 of them at once now, and you're going to see what happens with Heimerdinger is, when you lose your nest, it does take some work to get your nest back. Especially with a champion like Ari, she's got the range to stay outside of the turret range, and hammer on the turret with her basic attack. Plus she can throw her orb if she really wants to. When I died, I picked up a needlessly large rod. Just poking her. Killing her minions and poking her. 56 at 8 minutes. That's not bad. Get poked pretty hard by her. The reason I said I switched to mana pots over health pots with him is that his passive is increased regeneration. I don't know why I flashed there. I just kind of did. His passive is increased health regeneration, so he just sits there and he'll regenerate faster. This situation, I'm really low on health, so I'm going to pop the potion anyway, because I have them. But in some situations where, I'm mana starved because I've been poking too much, or throwing grenades, or clearing waves, or whatever, they'll come in handy. Because the turrets cost the kit, yeah, but they also cost mana. And to me, that's kind of a kick in the nads that they also cost mana. They should be free, in my opinion, since they burn up a kit. But I guess that would make him too OP. Because he's pretty fucking overpowered as it is. And eat that turret. Fear my tire iron. If you pay attention to a Heimerdinger, you can tell how many kits he has. He has those little nuts that float around him. Will tell you how many kits he has. Level 8, more missiles, more damage. Yeah, more damage. All it does is it increases the damage on them. I think it lowers the cooldown a little bit. I don't think it actually affects the number of missiles. I believe it's always 5. Oh no, she's got me. Guess I better use my health potion. To still have those this late in the game kind of says something about her, doesn't it? I'm pushing her pretty hard. Okay, 10-minute mark, 76. I missed 10 of those beautiful minions. Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. There's my super turret. Oh no, I've been killed. But I took Ari with me. No, I didn't. I didn't take Ari with me. Oh no, I thought I took Ari with me. No! I gave them a free kill. I feel so useless. Sadness. 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 Well, Rengar made up for it. We're 5 and 6. We have 1 turret. We are up by 1.5 thousand gold. It's because of that turret. Alright, well, instead I picked up Seeker's Arm Guard and Boots. You'll never guess what I'm building. Level 9. Last point in turret. I can now hold all 3 kits at once. Which means I can drop all 3 of them. An instant nest. Because I like my nest. Just gonna get my nest up. Poke Ari a little bit. Hide my nest. Regenerate a little bit. Expand upon my nest. Encroach. That's really all it is. You just encroach. Slowly work your way up the lane. Being all encroachy. Heimerdinger, it's really, this is what it is. When I play him, I tunnel vision a lane, I nest, and I encroach. And I be a general threat of threatiness. This game isn't exactly fair, because of the Darius, which bugs me. Team Builder, wonderful, wonderful thing that it is, went live, I think, last week. And when it went live, I, like most people, thought it would fix a lot of the problems that League currently has. The fact that we have AFKers and we have lots of arguments in the lobby over lanes seems to be the deal. We get a lot of argument over lanes in the lobby. There's my mega turret again. Skarner's gonna get away. Lots of arguments in the lobby about lane positions and who's going where and what they're doing and why they're doing it. And it's unfortunate that we have that at this point. You know, most people should be able to play a lot of roles. I know I can, or at least I try. And we still have people AFKing. You know, they come into a game, they got the champion they wanted, they assumably got the role that they wanted, and they're still not playing. Which just, you know, makes a bad time for the people that are on his team. And that's unfortunate. You know, we've got something that can help deal with most of the problems, but not all. Saved by minions there. Saved by the minions. Oh god, it's Skarner. Nothing I can do here. Try and run. I gotta run. Run from the Skarner. I got no mana. I got 1 turret kit. I got an angry scorpion at me. This is where it all goes bad. I got Ari's ultimate, Skarner's ultimate, and Lux's ultimate in my face. Onto the turret. Lots of pain. Rengar. Day late. Dollar short. Look at my poor dead ass. I'm just lying there. I got broken mechanical arms and rocket parts and stuff just all over the ground. Oh, boy. While I was dead, of course, I picked up the item that lets me do the ultimate Heimerdinger combo. I got Zanya's Hourglass. And Sorcerer's Shoes. Sorcerer's Shoes aren't part of the combo, but Zanya's is. Level 10, picked up another point missiles. So that's now at level 3. Big damage, bursty damage. Right now I am primed to do my combo, what I consider to be Heimerdinger's ultimate combo. I have 3 turrets, I have Zonya's, and my ultimate is available. Beautifully, the turrets don't seem to have a cooldown, or, well, they do, but it's like ridiculously short. It's probably a second or 2 seconds, maybe. They're more dependent on the recharge time for the kits. That's really where they're at, the recharge time for the kits. And that's where I screw up. I placed that turret outside of its range of the turret, but still within the range of the turret. So it couldn't shoot the big turret, but it could shoot me. I screwed this up big time. The idea there was to get my combo off, have all 3 turrets down, my nest, and then in the kill zone, plop the giant turret, which slows and does extra damage, and charges twice as fast, it does more damage. And then, when I start taking damage because they want to kill me, pop Zanya's. And while they're waiting for the Zanya's to wear off, my turrets do huge amounts of damage to them. And it's funny. Picked up a lasting wand. The cooldown on his ultimate and the cooldown on Zanya's are pretty close to the same, I think. And that allows you to use the combo pretty regularly, because his ultimate has a really short cooldown. It's about 60 seconds, about a minute on level 1, and it gets shorter with, more levels. His ultimate's good. If you hit it by accident, or you hit it and then realize you don't need it, you can hit it again, and it will deactivate. You'll, of course, lose the 100 mana it costs to activate it, but you can deactivate it, and you don't, generate a super ability, and then end up not needing said super ability. I screwed this up here. I dropped my turrets, but I kept attacking minions, and the turrets will target whatever you're targeting. They'll prioritize whatever you're targeting, and then after that they will prioritize whatever is targeting you, and then they will prioritize whatever the fuck is left. So it's what you attack, what's attacking you, whatever else is left. So if you really want the turret to be, if you want the turret on a particular target, you've got to hit it with basic attack. I would have said with a wrench, but I'm throwing tire irons. And I think certain other skins throw other things, trying to avoid some of his overpoweredness. And Lux Laser. Them blazes! I don't know why it's doing this all of a sudden. It would drift to my team. I gotta figure out why it's doing it. It would drift to a member of my team that was actually doing something, and for now it's just sitting on dead me. I need to figure out why. Well, that was unfortunate. There we go. I'm back on me. 'Cause I'm important! No, I'm really not. Level 12, another point in the missiles. Gotta have that burst damage. My buddy Adam is watching my lane like a buddy that he is. Playing Lulu. Dude is awesome support. I mean epic support. And there's my nest back. I was able to lift off of some of the old nest. Not a lot of the old nest, but some of the old nest. I've gone mad! Die, Skarner! Damn it. 4v1, I couldn't get a kill. It happens. chasing Lux. Support battle! Now it's doing it. Alright, so we're back in the game. It's not quite as boring when I'm dead. Now it's just killing big wraiths. Quirky getting some feed with his Earth Rider skin. It's a cool skin. I like that skin. I think mine's cooler. After the video, I ended up picking up Dragonwing Quirky. So I now have a skin for Quirky too. Amplifying Tome. Lots of shiny ability power. Oh no, we lost top. Cries. Rengar down there being a badass soloing dragon. We're what, average level? I don't know, 10? If we count Darius. Does it count Darius when you have an AFK like that? I have no idea. I'd have to look into that. Yeah, level 13. More missiles. More missiles! I like it, when you use his ultimate with the missiles, he like cries out, he's like, no, not all the missiles! There's the super tank turret of doom. I didn't even use Zonia's. Probably wish I had at this point. So it was a 4v1, and I took down 2. Heimerdinger, amazingly potent. Really wish I'd have used Zonia's, because I would have made it out of that. Maybe even got a quadra kill. No. Hindsight is 20/20, people. Hindsight is 20/20. Now it's just doing more jungling than Rengar. Or I think he's trying to feed his siphoning strike. That's what Naus is all about. Feed that siphoning strike. I'm back! Got me another needlessly large rod. I'm beginning to wonder if mages are compensating. It's like all of their things build from the blasting wand or the needlessly large rod. And it's silly. You'll never guess what I'm building. I've got a blasting wand and a needlessly large rod. What do those things combine to? It's actually not hard to guess. The needlessly large rod only builds into 3 things, and I am already using one of them. Missiles! They crisscross more than they don't. I try to get them to fan sometimes, but I'm not good at fanning them. I end up shooting them in the wrong direction. When you're trying to fan them, you've got to like aim them right at you, just slightly to the direction you want them to fan in, and then it just doesn't go well. Entire team to kill Nasus. Chasing Rengar. I wish he would have just run down the river straight into my nest. If he'd have just run down the river straight into my nest, we'd have probably killed them all. Here I am. Now down a turret. Replace it. Get back to my nest because I know they're coming because they just killed Rengar. Great in my zone, yo. Some missiles for Skarner. Got the turret down. Barrier's up. I've been grabbed by Ahri. My Zonia's ulti down. There's Skarner. There's Ahri, thanks to Corki getting that exhaust off. No, that wasn't Corki, that was, Adam showed up, right? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that was Corki. Okay, yeah, Corki got that. Okay, Corki got the exhaust off, which kept Ahri in range of the super turret long enough for it to kill her. I had to look at statistics to be sure of who did that. Don't want to get credit to the wrong person. Corki's a friend of a friend who I've played with a few times. I am the River Nausus. That's one of his friends. This is actually a 4-man pre-made. The pugger here is Rengar, which is surprising because I think every video I've done up until now has been just me and 4 random people. Maxed out missiles. Started doing grenades. With 12 was the max out for the missiles. No, 13 was the max out for the missiles. Grenades at 12 and 14. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point, man. Let's see, 1 would have been turrets, 2 missiles, 3 turrets, 4 missiles, no, 4 grenades, 5 turrets, 6 ultimate, 7 turrets, 8 missiles, 9 turrets, 10 missiles, 11 ultimate, 12 missiles, 13 missiles, 14 and 15 grenades. Okay, so yeah, that's the skill order. Heading over it in my head like a dum-dum. That whole time, nothing exciting appears to have happened. We took a turret. Woo! Now I'm nesting in mid like I always do. We got pretty much everybody here. It's kinda afraid of us encroaching more. Skarner coming in to get poked at. There's the mega turret. Skarner's not gonna get away. New little turret to replace the little turret that he killed with his son of a bitch. That ring, man. It gets me every time. There we go, Rengar gonna get that kill. Rengar got that booty. I'm on fire! Oh, the ignite. Last time I was dead, picked up Rabadons. If you guys didn't guess, that's what the needlessly large rod and the lasting one we're going to become. Rengar just got caught by Vigar's Ring of Death. Doesn't do any damage, but the stun on that thing is pretty long. Trying to encroach a little more. Encroaching. 16, last point in the ultimate. Lower cooldown. More damage. More damage. Fun part about your turrets. If you're ever in trouble, you have a teammate that has teleport, drop one of them bad boys. Not only is it now invulnerable and free to unload into whoever is chasing you, but you have a teammate coming in hot. That's where it's at, baby. Got really good lane clearing potential if you use it. I use the grenades a lot to clear the lane. I use it a lot more than I do to hit enemies, because I'm not good with the stun, and I don't, want that. Take this turret down. Kill that turret. Yeah. Yo, turret is no more. I like that his turrets stay active for a while after he leaves them. They don't stay active for very long. It's, I don't know, once he leaves range of them, 5 seconds. But, that just means the turrets are still going for 5 seconds after he's dead. Which is pretty brutal. They, of course, know I'm doing damage somewhere else now because my turrets just vanished. Downside, you can only have 3 of them. If you pop them all, they're going to disappear from other places. Got me the void stuff. Go ahead and wait a few seconds for my gold to come up, like 5, 10, something there, so that I can buy a Giants belt. Fortunately, my team's going to get beat up while I'm doing that. Letting my kits regenerate. It's another upside there. I'm going to get my nest going again. Unfortunately, Nausus can't 4v1. What the hell, Nausus? I'm just messing around. Nausus is cool. And ultimate rockets. Just unloaded into Irish. Never saw it coming. Grenades. Grenades. I love my grenades. Got me blue buff out of that. Awesome sauce. Everybody likes the blue buff. Everybody likes blue buff. Everybody can use blue buff. Anybody that can't use blue buff is lying. I was totally pushing that lane, and then Vigar showed up, and I'm totally afraid of Vigar. Why am I afraid of Vigar? Because I have 1,000 health, and I guarantee you he can remove it all in one hit. Because he is Vigar, and his ultimate is OP against mages. He is, in my opinion, the best mage killer in the game for that. Unfortunately, because he puts pretty much his entire kit is revolved around that idea of killing mages, he kind of falls off against other things. He can still be insane if he gets enough farm. He doesn't have nearly enough farm, though. Nasus has nearly double the farm he does. And Nasus doesn't even benefit as much from his farm. That's a total lie. He gets like 3 points per thing that he kills with it. And then it all goes on to his Siphoning Strike. That being said, it's all on Siphoning Strike. If you can dodge or block Siphoning Strike somehow, you're good. Whereas Vigar, his feed goes into everything because it ups his AP. And I've seen that dude with some mad AP. I'm talking like thousands. I'm at what? I'm not even breaking 500. Grenade clear. Just push it on down. Take it to the limits. This is the problem with a 4v5. It's my entire team. 4 of them can go against their entire team. 4 of them. And then I can push another lane. Or, we can break into a group of 3 and we can have like 3 pushing down one lane, 1 pushing down each of the other lanes. That's something that the others can't do when they surrender. I dislike it when they surrender that close to victory. Next up is Kennen. The something. I don't know Kennen's title.